Hello there. I've been a medium all my life, 20 years in family circles when I was very young, then trained by one of the best mediums in the UK for 20 years, and now I've been teaching for 15 years. In the last few years, inspiration from the other side, for want of a better example, is what's taking place. With all of us, we have people around us our entire lives, and they do their best to help us. Our loved ones who pass over to the other side don't stop loving us. They're seeing our lives, they do everything they can to try and help us. But it's whether we have open minds to the possibility of this, which most people do not have. And also, when we pass, many people choose not to move on. We have free will. And a lot of my time the last few years is spent nearly every week helping spirits, what you call ghosts, move on to the other side. There is so much around us that is happening, and it's quite practical, but it's not physical. It is spiritual. You're sensing spirits in houses, you're sensing the people around you, and this is what takes place. With that in mind, now I'm doing my best to explain what's going on. So I regularly give readings, regularly people turn up. Sometimes people turn up who have someone with them who shouldn't be with them, and I move them on. There is so much that can be done. But what I'd like to do now is to start explaining what is taking place, because a lot of it is common sense and practical, but we've never come across it before. So on social media now, I will start telling about some of what takes place with removing a ghost going on, with the people around you, with training, and all this type of thing. That is what I'm trying to do. There's various people I teach and train who will join in with this work, but there's a lot needs to be done. My point is, I'm trying to open people's minds. And with the younger generation today, they may not walk through the doors of a church and be told this is what you've got to do, but their minds are open to it. They want to understand what is around them. And often, if I give a talk and a lecture, I'm fascinated. Regularly, I go to someone's house. There may be 13, 20 people there. For 3 hours, they never stop asking questions. So there is a thirst for this knowledge, and that's why I'm starting this up on social media. So I am open. Anybody's got questions or anything else, please come to me. This is what I'm spending my life doing, and I'd love to help open people's minds. One of the reasons for doing this as well is simply occasionally I take funeral services when I'm asked to do so, and you'd be amazed when people have an understanding that there is life after death, when they have an understanding they're going to meet their loved ones. It is much more of an open feeling in a funeral like that, because they know that love is around. They know they're moving on to their loved ones. And it doesn't matter what your religion is, what you believe in, or anything else. It's just trying to understand and accept what is around us. And the last thing I would say on this, when I give a reading, this is a typical example of what takes place. Someone will come to my house or in the church and I'm giving a reading. Someone who's led a good life, helping people, being a good person. We all understand what that is. Doesn't matter about their religion. It's far easier for them to come back and pass on a message to a loved one than someone who's been very, very selfish. They find it very difficult to come back. Now, I'm just the medium, the one in the middle, but this, to me, gives me proof all the time how important it is to open people's minds that you need to be good while you're here, because afterwards you go to the next world, you move on. But it's much easier, it's much faster for you to do that if you've been a good person. And when I give readings, that's the proof for myself. So by all means, contact me. I'll help you any way you can. Thank you for listening.